guys, it's Sarah, and today we are gearing up for our next BookTube Besties trip. Myself, Lindsay from Lindsay's Little Library, Amanda from On the Middle Shelf, and Krista from Books and Jams get together once a year. This is our 4th year getting together now. And we take a little weekend trip together somewhere, and we have a lot of fun. We just enjoy each other's company. We always go book shopping, always, and just try to see some fun things in and around wherever we have decided to go. So we are gearing up for our next one, and this upcoming weekend is our trip. And I thought it would be fun to show you guys some of the books that I have read that I bought on those trips. For the past 3 trips. I will tell you how many books I bought on each trip, and then I'll show you what I did read. I'm not going to show you everything because that's too much, but I'll show you what I did read from our past 3 BookTube Besties trips that I bought. Okay, on our first trip, we went to Asheville, North Carolina, and on that trip, I bought 16 books, and I've read 2. I've only read 2 of them. It's fine. So the first one is Still Life by Louise Penny. This is the first book in the Armin Gamache mystery series. And this is a very, very, very popular series. And I did enjoy the first one, definitely. I have not continued on in the series yet, but I would like to. I do plan to do that. It needs to be something I keep in mind and make an effort in. But I did read it and I enjoyed it. And the other one that I read is The Thinking Woman's Guide to Real Magic by Emily Croy Barker. This is one that was actually gifted to me. We did a blind date with a book experiment where we bought each other blind dates with the books. Unfortunately, this one was a DNF for me. I did get about halfway through it and I just wasn't enjoying it, and I had a lot of problems with the decisions that the main character was making. So I didn't end up finishing this one. Actually, I don't think any of us did. Because we all bought each other, like we picked names and then we went and got blind date with the books. And I know that Amanda did not finish hers. I don't know if Lindsay even started hers or not. And Krista, I think, maybe didn't read hers either. So I don't think any of us did that. So that was definitely a failed experiment on our part. But I at least tried it. So on our second trip, we went to Madison, Wisconsin. And that was so much fun. That one, I bought 19 books. And I have read quite a few, actually. The first one is The Housem Made by Frida McFadden. This was actually gifted to me by somebody who came to our meetup. And she gave me this book. And I read it and absolutely loved it. This was a 5-star book for me. Love, love, love. Little update on this situation here. I'm not going to read the other 2 books that are in this series. I've decided not to. I've taken them off my shelves. I've heard enough about them that I don't think I want to continue. I don't want to. I'm going to treat this as a standalone because I thought the way it ended was fine. And I don't feel like I need to keep going with these characters or with the story. So yeah, but I did read this one and loved it. And then another one that I ended up picking up at a library sale, I believe, is Falling by T.J. Newman. And love, love, love. I have now read every book that T.J. Newman has written. She's written 3, but I've read all of them and 5-starred all of them. They're all phenomenal. They all follow some sort of plane crash disaster, something that happens with that. This one is a plane that is taken over by a hijacker. And the pilot is threatening his wife and his family if he doesn't crash the plane. So it's the push and pull of will he, won't he, all that kind of stuff. But it was phenomenal. Another one is Al Capone Does My Shirts by Jennifer Kladenko. And this is one that was recommended at one of our BookTube Besties reading retreats. And then I found it at Goodwill, I believe. And it was super cheap because it is a short middle grade book. It's the first in a series. And it's literally about a family who moves to Alcatraz while Al Capone is incarcerated there. And a young boy who ends up having contact with him. So it was really cute. I liked it. I definitely don't feel the need to continue with the series at all. It was another one that I was just fine reading it as a standalone, and it was good. It wasn't amazing, great. I enjoyed it so much, but it was good. Okay, this one I picked up even though I had already read it, I read this from the library when I originally read it and wanted a copy on my shelves. And so I found it at a used bookstore in Madison. And so I went ahead and picked it up for my shelves. And that is Long Way Down by Jason Reynolds. And I just adore this book. I've read it twice. I've even read the graphic novel. It's just phenomenal. He is such a talented artist with words is what I call him, because he writes in verse, but the way that he writes his stories, it's impactful. It's very impactful, and it hits you, and like his words mean things. He doesn't use a lot of them, but they mean things. And I will never shut up about this book. And then the last one that I read that I picked up in Madison is Every Summer After. And this is by Carly Fortune. And I enjoyed this book. I do have the other two books that she has read. They're not connected at all, but I have picked them up because I do plan to read them. They're really good summer reads. This is one that is compared a lot to Christina Lauren's Love and Other Words, which I absolutely loved. I like that one a little bit better, but I could see the similarities in this one, but they are definitely different. But if you liked that one, I would pick this one up too. I can say that for sure. But a really good love story that spans many years and lots of reunions and things like that. And our last trip, we went to Phoenix, Arizona, and I picked up 11 books on that one. And from there, I read 2. So the first one is Wish Tree by Katherine Applegate. And this is a very popular middle grade book. And it was good. It was good. It wasn't one that I felt super strongly about. And I didn't end up keeping it on my shelves, but I did purchase it at a library sale. And then the other one is The Boyfriend Candidate by Ashley Winstead. I just recently read this actually. And this is one that I picked up when we went to the Poison Pen, which was so much fun and a really, really great bookstore. And it was one I was looking for. It was on my list. And I recently read it and really liked it a lot. I liked it a lot. This is number 2 in a duology. And I liked this one a lot more than the first one, which made me very happy. But yeah. So I've recently talked about this one and kind of wrapped it up and everything, so I won't talk too much about it, but I bought it in Phoenix and I did read it. And that's it, guys. So out of, hang on, let me math. Okay, so out of 46 books total that I have bought while in the presence of my BookTube besties during our trips, I have read 9 of them. That means I have 37 that I purchased that I have not read. It's fine. It's fine. Hopefully I even kept them all. I didn't go too far into checking all that out because there could be some that I bought on our trips that I didn't keep when I did my huge, right before we moved purge. That's very possible. But yeah, so that is that. And very excited to go on our next trip. I cannot wait to squeeze my friends. They are just the best people on the entire planet. And as always, we will have some fun videos from our trip for you coming up here very soon. And hope you guys enjoyed that. Let me know your thoughts, and I will see you guys again later. Have a great day. Bye.